Hi guys, my name is Majid. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the new BlackBerry Z10 that I picked up recently. I've been using it for about 2 weeks and I got a good handle on what I like about the phone and what I don't like about the phone. So I'm just going to give you a quick review of my experience with the BlackBerry Z10. So starting off with the design, I really like the design. It's sort of got a similarity with the iPhone 5, or at least I've got a lot of comments saying that it looks like the iPhone 5. And I don't mind that. It's a really nice looking phone. It's very durable in the sense that it's built with a plastic and it has a texture on the back, so I don't have to worry about putting it on the desk and having scratches. It has everything that you'd expect from a top of the line phone in the current market. It's running its own operating system, but let's talk about the hardware before we get into the software side. So it has a 1.5 gigahertz dual core Snapdragon processor, which is more than enough to power it and give you a smooth user experience. 2 gigabytes of RAM, that's good for gaming and having multiple applications open at the exact same time, or multitasking. It has an 8 megapixel camera on the back with LED flash built in. On the front, it features a 2 megapixel camera for video calls from the front. So that's basically just a little bit of the specs, but using this phone has really good call quality. So when I was on the phone with people, I had no loss of signal. There was always like a good amount of sound, no random noises from the back as you'll sometimes experience on other phones. It was a really smooth functioning phone for phone calls, which is one of the most important things. So one of the best things I guess a lot of people like about this phone is basically that it has expandable memory, replaceable battery, and a back that you can actually get into, unlike some of the other phones which are closed. Now this gives you the option to replace a battery if it's dying because of charge cycles, or just replace it if you need a charge really quick, have it in your purse or wallet or whatever. And it gives you expandable storage if you're one of those guys that has a huge music collection, you like having videos or maybe even TV shows on your device. You can easily go ahead and expand it up to 32 gigabytes. It also has a pretty good speaker, which is good in sound quality, and it's sufficient for a device like this. It's no Bose system, but it will give you everything that you need for hearing a video or something like that at any given time. There are a few drawbacks to the design though. I don't like how the sleep wake button's positioned on the top. It's hard to reach. The volume up and the volume down also control the volume for the ringer and the vibration, so it's very easy to touch that and change it. So it's kind of annoying that every time you touch the button it changes your setting. It's not an easy silent and unsilent kind of setting. So the charging port on the device is kind of positioned in a way where I don't really like it. It's on the left side. I would have preferred if it was on the bottom or the top. Just a personal preference. You guys might not have any issues with that at all, but I would have preferred a change in the power port and the home sleep wake button. So as you guys might have noticed, there is no physical home button on this device, but that doesn't really take away from the experience. It's actually something that you can get used to really easily. I found that after going from an iPhone 5 and going with the Z10 for a week and a half or 2 weeks, it was really easy to just get used to the motion of swiping up to unlock your device, or even getting out of apps. It doesn't take away from the BlackBerry experience at all. It's actually kind of cool, and I'm sure we'll be seeing some more devices come out like this from other manufacturers that will have no home button. And so far my experience with that has been pretty good, and I don't mind that at all. Okay, so let's get into the software a little bit. Now it is a brand new operating system, so I know the support for apps is going to be minimal. Slowly, as third-party manufacturers start producing their own apps or porting them over from Android or iOS, you'll see more of a variety. But currently there's a huge shortage for apps that do basically simple tasks. One of the greatest things about BlackBerry 10's operating system is the hub. It basically controls all your notifications, emails, notifications from applications, BlackBerry Messenger, and everything else. It's all there in one central location, and you can easily access everything. Now if you were setting up your device, I found that it was kind of hard to figure out where to actually set up the mail But you just have to go into your settings, and from there you can figure it out. It's quite simple. Now, there are some issues with this OS that I found. When you turn this phone on and off, it takes forever. Turning the phone off literally takes more than a minute, which is totally unacceptable for something, with this powerful kind of stuff inside. I'm guessing it has something to do with the security, but I don't, being a user, I don't really care because I just want to restart my phone or something, so they should do something where it's a little bit faster. It could also be because this phone is directly from carriers. My phone's from Fido, so it could be that the Fido people are putting their stuff on it, because you do see their logo come up, which is kind of irritating as well. It should be a swift on and off kind of thing. So restarting your phone takes a long time. Battery life is really good. I usually only have to charge it for a couple hours until it's fully charged, and it lasts the whole day. No issues there, and I'm usually running full Wi-Fi connection, LTE. I don't really have 4G in our area or with the provider that I'm with, so LTE and Wi-Fi, and it's always bringing in emails and stuff, so it's always active, and I have good battery life, so there's no issues there. Alright, so let's talk about the screen a little bit. It has a 1280 by 768 resolution, which is really nice for watching movies and just in general looking at the OS. It works really well for the size. It's not too big, it's not too small. I think it's just a perfect size. The colors are really vibrant, they pop out, and it's not an IPS display, but you still don't get any issues with it. You can look at it from the side and it doesn't change colors and stuff. So the screen is very nice. My problem with the screen lies with how it's been manufactured. I don't know if it's on all BlackBerry 10s or if it's just our particular unit. It's very attractive to fingerprints. Like, there's no way you can have this device free of fingerprints at any given moment. It's super easy to get fingerprints on this thing. So there's one feature that I didn't talk about, which is basically the camera, and what it has is a time shift feature. So if you take a picture of someone, you can go back a couple of seconds, and if they blink or close their eyes, you can open it back up and you'll have a perfect picture. And this feature does tend to work really well. I don't have a demo, but I'll put a link down below so you guys can check it out. And I have to say, this is a really cool feature, and I think most phones should definitely put this in their phones, because even a lot of times you're taking a picture of someone and they blink and you have to take the picture again. With this, you can just go back, simple edit, and you have your picture. So that's a really good feature from BlackBerry. Alright guys, so overall this phone is a really nice phone. I like the hardware, I like the design, and I like the way it feels in my hand. I like the OS and the way the OS works. It's really fluid, it's easy to understand. There's a learning curve, but it's very small. The fact that there's no home button doesn't really take away from the experience at all. It's actually kind of nice. The issues that I did note earlier about the stuff that I didn't like is just a marginal issue. Some of it can be fixed with software updates, and some of it with a new model that comes out. But overall, it's a good phone. For anyone that's looking to get a new BlackBerry, maybe they have a current BlackBerry Bold or a Touch, this is Torch, sorry. This is definitely a good phone to pick up. You'll see more app support as time goes on, and third-party manufacturers start porting or making apps for this device. It's definitely really nice. Before we end this video, I just want to let you guys know that we did do some comparisons between the iPhone 5 and the BlackBerry Z10, along with Nexus 4 and the Z10, so you can check those out. We'll have the link at the end of the video. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter. I do post updates and stuff like that, and like our Facebook page, where if you miss any videos on YouTube, you can always have a way to watch our videos. But that's basically it, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to our channel for more videos, and we'll see you next time.
Hey guys, this is Waj, and in this video I'm going to be doing a direct comparison between the BlackBerry Z10 and the Nexus 4 from Google. Now, there are some differences and advantages between each phone, as you'll learn in this video, so stay tuned if you're interested in either getting one of these phones or if you're just interested in see how they compare with each other.